Hey, what's up everybody? It's Ash Beauty and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm just going to be sharing my experience at cosmetology school and just answering some frequently asked questions. So it's just going to be pretty much a Q&A video on my experience at cosmetology school, so stay tuned. Okay, to start off, I will say that I'm still in cosmetology school. I actually just recently started. I only have about 3 weeks in, so it's just my introductory video pretty much. I'll do an update later, but yeah, I'm just going to be sharing my experience so far in the process to getting into cosmetology school. So the first question, I just watched a bunch of videos and picked some questions that I feel like would be helpful to anybody that watches my videos and wants to go to school. So the first question will be is how much does it cost? Now that's going to depend on the school you go to. In my town there's only 2 schools. There's Empire Beauty School, which is the one I go to, and then there's another school called Barone. I'm not too familiar with that one. I heard it's just as good, if not better. I don't really know, but yeah. So the cost of my tuition at Empire Beauty School in total, it comes to $17,655. And that includes the tuition, student supplies. I know there was a fee for something, a registration fee, so tax, everything, that's all included. That's the final total. What is the hours? That's another question, because everybody knows beauty school and cosmetology school is shorter than a traditional college or university. So my program is only 9 months long. I'm not sure of the weeks, I don't really remember, but yeah, it's only 9 months long, and I only have to complete a total of 1,260 hours. So I know it's different in each state because you guys know I used to live in Georgia, and I was asking as I was signing up, if I wanted to move, how do I transfer, not necessarily transfer, but how do I take my license to different states? So each state you go to, if you want to work in the salon, you have to be licensed and you have to meet that state's requirements. So in Georgia, I believe it's 1,500 hours to be a certified cosmetologist and licensed in there. So if I ever want to go back to Georgia, which I will be, I would have to go to school to just re-up on those hours, which is only less than 300 hours. So that's how that works. Yeah, so the school works on hours. It's not weeks. You don't do the 9 months. It can be 9 months, but if you miss or just things happen, you have to meet that 1,260 hours no matter what. So it can be 9 months. If you make it, it could be earlier, it could be later. It's just up to you. You have to go to get those hours. Alright, these are gonna be so out of order, it's not even funny, but I just have them written down here. Another question would be how to apply and how to get in. It's pretty simple to apply and it's pretty simple to get in. There's not an essay you need to write. Well, not for Empire Beauty School in Pennsylvania and the city I'm going in. There's not. I can't speak for all over, but you don't have to write an essay. You don't have to have this what do they call it? GPA. If you graduate from high school, I don't think. You just pretty much apply. You go to talk to someone. If you meet the requirements and you can afford it, and then you just take the steps. You pay your registration fee, which is, again, for my school in the state I'm in, it was only $100. I said only. I did not want to pay that $100, but yeah, it was $100, and that's non-refundable. I don't think it is. And you pretty much start. I think that's, you can go online. You really can't apply online. I don't think you can submit information and they'll call and talk to you. It's that kind of setup where you just can't, apply, wait for an acceptance letter. You call, you set up a date to come in and talk to an advisor, and if they feel you're a good fit, they help you further with the process. So they'll set a date for you to complete all the paperwork, which is just signing yes, 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 agreeing to the terms pretty much of the school, and you pay your fee. You make sure you got your FAFSA done. And I think that's pretty much it. And for my school, it's it's kind of hard to explain it. Well, not really. I forget how many curriculums there is. It's 12 or something like that. I don't know. It's so bad that I don't know. I should have looked this up before I started, but it's okay. You guys will get like the basic information. So it's like 12 curriculums, I want to say, and every 3 weeks, that probably won't add up, but anyway, there's a certain amount of curriculums, and a curriculum starts every 3 weeks. So each classroom you go into, every 3 weeks is going to be a new curriculum, and there's going to be new people starting if they did enroll. So you're going to be going into a curriculum that no one has already done. So unless they have to repeat it, but I doubt that. Yeah, so you won't be like going into a classroom where everybody's already experienced in something that you don't even know anything about. Everybody's learning the same thing every 3 weeks. And so like the first week, or it depends on the curriculum, I would think so, but the first few days is like all theory work, which is just book work. So you just learn the basics, all the good information, I guess. That's how it was for my first week. I went into haircutting my first curriculum. So yeah, we did a bunch of book work. We learned about nasty diseases, lice, all that disgusting stuff for quite some time. And then after that, you're on your feet. You are pretty much just cutting, learning the rest of the time, the rest of the curriculum. So that's pretty much how that works. You'll do book work for a little bit. You'll have a quiz at the end of the first week. Then you just work and you learn. At the end of the last week in the curriculum, you'll do a test, and then you do like a practical, which is you bring in like a live person. I hope they're alive, but no, like a person that you actually practice what you've been doing in the classroom on. You do a live demo on that person, and that's pretty much how it goes. I think that's what the girl said. One of my classmates told me it's tests or a quiz, test, and then like a practical testing kind of thing. And so far so good with me. I'm passing. So going to cosmetology school, a question some people might ask you, or you might want to know the answer to, is what do you get certified in? Like, what is cosmetology? And it's pretty much everything revolving around hair, skin, and nails. So if you like anything in that category, then it might be a good fit for you. So like for me, y'all know I love makeup, everything about it. I'm all makeup all day, every day. But like cosmetology school really doesn't like cater to makeup, in my point of view, just from like what people have said and like everything that I've seen. It's not so much makeup, it's more so hair. It depends on what city and what school you go to again, but you might learn a little bit of makeup and skincare. I hear that they do a little bit in there, but it's not something, you know, mainly for makeup. So if your focus is mainly makeup, go to like a makeup school or get, you know, certified, take a class in that. Don't just go to cosmetology school for makeup. And that was my struggle for a while. I was like, why would I go to cosmetology school? Like, I only really like makeup. I don't want to do anything else besides makeup. It's not gonna be for me. I'm gonna waste my time. Now that I'm in there and like I've like seen so many stories on YouTube and stuff, that's not the case. Like if you have even the slight interest in something else pertaining to hair, skin, and nails, and just beauty in general, then you can definitely get more out of cosmetology school than you would think. They teach you so much stuff. It's not even funny, y'all. Like, I was not expecting all of the information that they were like giving me. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to do some studying. I'm gonna have to do some of this, and that. Like, I was not prepared for all the information that you get. Is insane. You learn so much, and it just helps you to like broaden your horizons pretty much and expand. If you want to have your own business, it's just good to be certified in everything, because that's what cosmetology will do for you. It will certify you in hair, skin, and nails, so you can be that one-stop shop pretty much. You can be someone that gives facials, does makeup, does the hair, does the nails. You know, that's just more business for you. It's only going to benefit you. So it's good to broaden your horizons and expand, because it's only going to help you. And then as far as when you're in school, like the things you use, you do get a kit, and everything is included into the tuition. It's not something like free. That would be nice if it was. It is not. It is very costly. I think on my paper it says the student supplies, aka the kit, it came to $2,100, it looks like. So yeah, that's pretty freaking expensive, but the stuff in there is pretty good quality and it's yours to keep. And when you pay with tuition, it's different from just like going out and buying everything all at once. It's a good deal to do it this way. Okay, so everything you get in the kit, I won't list everything because that'll just be insane and you get so much stuff. But, oh, it's so heavy. You get a carrying case like this. Mine says Empire because I go to Empire. It's really big and heavy. It has a handle so you can roll it. It kind of looks like a luggage thing. So just the basics, you get let me put this down. You get a cape, an apron, blow dryer, curling iron, flat iron, scissors, shears, scissors, same thing, a razor, clips, brushes, all types of brushes and combs, just like everything you could think of, perm rods, rollers, everything. You get a whole bunch of stuff in there and it's really good quality. You get razors, 2 different clippers, 5 different mannequins that we work on, which I completely just like, when you guys go to cosmetology school and you're cutting and the teacher tells you, you know, only take off like a ½ inch, only take off a ½ inch, guys, for real. You don't want to have all these mannequins with short hair. Just FYI, trust me on that. It's yours to keep, so after it's done, you can do whatever you want with it. It's yours to do whatever you want right now. So if you know you do like side jobs outside of school, your kit is yours, you can use it. The only thing is they say, I don't know if this is for every school, but we are not allowed to cut our mannequins outside of school. So if you want to practice, you know, go buy like a cheap wig and put on like a wig head, or if you have a friend that trusts you, you can cut their hair, but you can't practice on your mannequins outside the school. So I don't even take mine home. I just leave them in my locker at school. But everything else I take home just because I want to keep it in my presence at all times. Because it's something I'm paying for. If I lose it, that's on me. I have to replace it because they do kit inspections. So you have to have all of your things in there apparently. So just be mindful of that if you do decide to take your kit home or leave it at school or anything like that. Or if you loan anything out, which I don't suggest. Another question would be, some people might think like, what they might ask, like, what is the most challenging curriculum? And I can't necessarily answer that because I have not gone through all the curriculums. I've barely done any. I'll be starting hair coloring next, but I'm honestly probably gonna say that for me, in my experience, I think everything's gonna be hard for me because you guys know I don't do hair. Like, I'm just now getting into like styling my own natural hair, but even like when I wasn't natural, like I barely did anything to my hair, like at all. I'm just not a hair person, but I'm learning and it's getting easier. But yeah, so, but I heard like all from all my classmates, they say nails can kind of be hard. Not necessarily like nails in general, but the nail tests and the practicals, because there's just so much to it. But I can't really say, but everything's kind of difficult for me because on top of like all that, like not knowing, like really being thrown into stuff, I'm left-handed and I'm probably like, I think there's another left-handed girl in my school, but yeah, there's only 2 left-handed people there. It's kind of hard, like when hair cutting, she's like, oh, you have to do it like this, and I'm like, but it's gonna be reversed for me. And it was weird because the first week when I got my kit and stuff, and I told her that I'm left-handed, and she's like, okay, well, we're gonna order you left-handed scissors and razors and stuff like that. I'm like, cool. But then when it came, it was right-handed. I'm like, well, what the heck? But the crazy thing is, like, I actually cut with my right hand, like, and I was like, well, I'll just stick with the right-handed ones. But when you actually cut as a hairstylist, you have to use a comb. You have to keep the comb and the scissors in your hand at the same time. And I can cut with my right hand, but I can't comb with my right hand. So I'm like, oh, okay, I need left-handed scissors because in order to, you know, comb and stuff, I need to be able to, you know, do it the right way. Because there's all ways of doing stuff, but when you're in school, you have to do it the professional way, or the way that they teach you. So just keep that in mind when, you know, if you're left-handed, pretty much. But I can do some of the things with my right hand, so it's kind of hard. I have to figure out which way feels comfortable with me, so just keep that in mind. Oh, and then as far as my kit and stuff, this is probably like all over the place. I'm sorry this video is not organized, but yeah, as far as my kit and stuff and tuition fee, they do give you books. Well, it's only one book. It's a big book. So you do get a book, and it looks like this. This is what my book looks like. It's pretty thick. Has lots of chapters, as you can see. But after 3 weeks of being in class, you actually get a 10-inch Samsung tablet, which is pretty cool, and it's something new that Empire is on. I'm not sure if all the Empires are doing it throughout, you know, the country, but my Empire Beauty School, we get tablets after 3 weeks, and I think that's pretty awesome. So you can not throw away the book, give it back, but you can just set the book aside, and you now have a tablet, and it's yours to keep. You pay for it again. It's all included in the tuition, so these are going to be your things to keep. The curriculums, they're every 3 weeks, but your first 18 weeks are going to be in the classroom, and then the rest of the time, which I think is another 18 weeks, the rest of your time is going to be out on the floor, on the salon floor, doing clients and stuff like that. So that's pretty much how that works, and you can, you know, promote yourself outside of the school and tell people to come in and book appointments, and you'll get to do people that, you know, maybe you feel comfortable doing, or you want to get experience doing that kind of hair type. If not, then whenever you're available and someone comes in, then you pretty much, if you get picked to do that person, then you get picked to do that person. I think that's how that works. As far as cosmetology school, when you get there, they do have a dress code policy. You are only allowed to wear black or white, or you can wear a combination, but they can be a little bit strict on that. I usually don't deviate from it. I had to go out and buy like a few pairs of black clothing because I don't really wear that much black, and I never knew it until, you know, I had to start going to cosmetology school. So yeah, make sure you have black clothes and white clothes, because they do like to have you wear a pop of color, they say, like a scarf or a belt or, you know, stuff like that. But your shoes, tops, bottoms have to be black or white or a combination. And then another thing, as far as shoes, make sure you have comfortable shoes. Don't try to look cute and wear heels. One girl, she does come and she wears heels all the time, but I think she's like used to it and she can do that. You know, she can wear heels all day long. Sometimes she says her feet hurt, but I'm sure she's good. But as far as for me, like, and I'm used to being on my feet. Like, all the jobs I had pretty much were on my feet, except for my last one. I used to sit at a desk. That was nice, but yeah, don't wear uncomfortable shoes, because maybe like during the beginning of a curriculum, because again, you're sitting down doing book work in theory, but after that, you're on your feet all day long, and it hurts. And when I say all day long, I mean it, because again, this is only for my school. I don't know how it is all around the Empires or any other beauty schools, but the hours are Monday through Friday. I'm a full-time student, and these are full-time hours. That's all they have at the moment. My hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 4:30. So yeah, it feels like a full-time job sometimes. I actually left my full-time job to go to school, and it's pretty much the same hours, and it's tiring, but it'll be worth it in the end. So I think that's pretty much it. If I didn't cover anything, I'll list some stuff in the information bar below. If you guys have any other questions you want to ask, make sure you leave them in the comments and I'll respond. And thank you so much for watching, and make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe if you like, and stay beautiful.